Hello, movie lovers. How's everybody this fine day? Friday afternoon here in Toronto. Sky's nice and blue. Sun shining. And it's not a bad day. A little cool, but not a bad day. Alright, let's talk about the movies I watched this week. It's good for you. Woohoo! Oh, on the movie channel here at Rogers, TV Rogers, or they have movie channels. I watched Richard Jewell, 2020. Security guard, right? He's working at this function, and they're playing the music, they're singing songs, and people are dancing, and the balloons are going off, and all this stuff, and they're all having a great time, people eating hot dogs, So Richard Jewell finds a knapsack underneath a bench, right? So he goes to the other security guards and cops and stuff, and he's telling them that it's a, strange looking thing that somebody will leave. So they look into it, and sure enough, it's a friggin' bomb. So he tells everybody to back up, trying to tell everybody to get away, right? So anyway, if the bomb goes off, right, 2 people die, a lot of people get hurt. FBI becomes involved, right? And next thing you know, they're thinking Richard Jewell's the guy that did it, planted it. And man, is his life ever hell from that moment. Anyway, very good movie. I give it a 7. You can watch it. Then I watched Another Thin Man. This is the third movie in the series. I think there's 5 movies. The first 3 are the best. The last 2 aren't too bad, but the first 3 is the best. This one takes place. His wife, right, Myrna Loh, she has a friend, right, that her dad was involved with as a businessman, and he thinks somebody's trying to kill him. So they head off to his mansion, his big house, to see what's going on. So there's a lot of things that happen in this big mansion. It's a very good movie. I give it an 8. It's a fun movie, yeah. William Powell's delicious, and so is Myrna Loh. She's delicious too. My Sister's Keeper. Abigail Breslin and Cameron Diaz. Hope I haven't talked about these already, did I? I'm not sure. Anyway, Abigail's Breslin, her character, of course, has a sister, right, and brother. But her sister has cancer. And what they do with Abigail Breslin character is that they take blood from her sometimes, and things like that her sister kind of needs. But there comes a day when she doesn't want to do it anymore. So she gets a lawyer, right, for their mother, mostly it's the mother, her doings, right, to take stuff from Abigail. So they go to court. Yeah, it's a heart-wrenching movie. Yeah, very heart-wrenching. I give it an 8. I don't want to tell you much about that one because I don't want to spoil the movies for people. I just want to tell you what I watched this week. All right, what else did I watch? No, I found a movie. I watched the movie Chain Gang. Chain Gang. And can I find it? I don't know what. Oh, right here. Chain Gang. And for the life of me, I can't find the year. I looked all over for it. I can't find the year. Anyway, Douglas Kennedy. All right, this is about Chain Gang. Back in the 30s, 20s, whatever it was, when you went to jail, you went on a chain gang. A chain gang usually does work. Cut the grass and, cut the weeds down inside the roads and all that crap, right? Well, this one, they're trying to find out, a reporter from a newspaper kind of gets a job as a guard in this chain gang prison, right? He wants to find out what's going on with the chain gang and who's behind it, and somebody died and all that stuff. So, yeah, chain gang. What did I give it? I gave it a 6. I gave it a 6. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I gave it a 6. Yeah. I don't know what year. It looked like around 32 or something like that. All right, then I watched this one, Hunt to Kill. Stephen Austin. Yeah, Stephen Austin. Him and his daughter, they ended up going to a police station. He's a, what do you call it? He works for the Parks and Recreation as a what do you call it? He's out there in Parks. I'm pretty sure it's Parks and Recreation. But his daughter's at the police station. He goes to the police station, and there's 3 bad people there. Yeah, and they want to know how to get to Canada. So they kidnap the daughter and him, and off they go. Pretty intense movie. I give it a 6. Stephen Austin. This is the kind of movie you can watch once, you enjoy it. Maybe, certain people might not. But he gets a 6. There's a little bit of action in it, but there's a lot of trooping or trapping, or what do you call it, through the woods, right? Yeah, so, but it gets a 6, so it's up to you if you want to come across it and watch it. If you like Steve Austin, okay. What else did I watch? The last 3 years. This one's good. This one's all right. Russell Crowe. Yeah, his wife gets put in prison for killing her boss. But did she do it, right? Did she really kill her boss, or she didn't, or did somebody else do it? Anyway, what does it matter? You know why? Because whether she did or she didn't, Russell Crowe's going to break her out of jail and go on the lam. Yeah. So, there you go. I can't tell you any more details than that. But she's in jail, and she might be in there for 20 years or 30 years or whatever, if her case comes up. Did she do it? I don't think she did it. But, anyway, he wants to break her out. So, there you go. So, it's a decent story. I can watch this one again, maybe, next year, but, yeah. I give it a 7. This one, Armored, 2009. A bunch of bright bulbs guys, right, get an idea. They're going to rob their own truck. The trucks that pick up money. Well, this truck's got, what, $40 million in it? That's good for you. Just don't drink the whole freaking bottle in one day. Anyway, yeah. They get a bright idea. They're going to rob their own truck. It's all planned out. Everything's planned out. They rob the truck, right? They take it to this place, right, where no one's supposed to be there, right? Yeah, and they're in there jumping around happier than a pig and shit, and all of a sudden, wait a minute, somebody's here. There's somebody upstairs looking at us. Uh-oh. That changes things, doesn't it? Anyway, Armored, 2009. Gets a 7. Next up is The Double. Richard Gere and Topher Grace, 2011. The FBI, the Russians, sleeper agents. Who's the double? Who's the sleeper? Yeah. Interesting. You got to pay attention to this movie. You got to really pay attention to what's going on. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's all right. You can watch it. All right, let's go. Moving on, Bob. Okay. Netflix. The new movie on Netflix this week I watched. I turned Netflix on, and there it is. Love and Monsters. It's about giant bugs and insects and frogs and these ugly looking, I don't know, monsters or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, in the beginning, everything's fine and dandy, and then there's an asteroid or something heading to the Earth. The Earth gets the bright idea they're shooting some of these bombs off at, and it explode the asteroid. Well, that worked. It worked, but all the particles and everything from the bombs and the asteroid hit Earth, right? And whatever was in those asteroids or whatever changed Earth into all these bugs, into gigantic monsters. So there's 95% of the population, they're all dead, and yet the other saps, right, living underground. So he finds out his girlfriend, that was 7 years ago, is in another encampment, right? So he decides to walk off and go and find her. So it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I give it a 7. A 7. And the other one I watched was Rain, 1932. Joan Crawford, John Huston. Yes, this one right here. This takes place on an island. It's raining all the time. The people get off their boat because there's cholera on there, right? And you got to wash the boat, clean the boat, and make sure nobody catches it. So they're in there, and then this lady, the girl, Joan Crawford, she likes drinking and entertaining the man and drinking wine and all that. And then you got the fire and brimstone preacher man, which should mind his own goddamn business, but he doesn't. Yeah, he talking to the girl, right? He wants to save her and all that, and say the Lord's Prayer with him, and oh man. But anyway, it's not a bad movie. Rains all the time. Takes place pretty well in one spot. In this little wooden hotel. Everybody likes drinking and smoking cigars. But yeah, Joan Crawford, she wasn't too bad acting wise. She was pretty good. She had a lot of makeup on there for a while, right? Her face looked kind of dark with eyebrows and stuff. But it's 1932. So I give it a 6. Yeah, Rain. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, 1939. Maureen O'Hara, I think that was her first or second movie. First or second. That and Charles Lofton, right? He's the Hunchback, right? And she's the gypsy lady, or the woman, the girl. Yeah. So there it is. And then they want to hang her. Yeah, they want to hang her. This guy, what's his name? Preacher guy, or a minister, or priest, or somebody in charge of the shit, right? I think he's enamored with her. I think he wants to get into her pants, but I don't think he should do it. So he gets all the, I think I'm gonna have to kill her. I'm gonna have to hang her. So he's out getting ready to hang her, and the Hunchback comes down and saves her, swings off, and heads off to the tower. Yeah, so. Very good, and everybody wants her, and so then he's still looking for the killer, and the Hunchback is still looking after her. So very good movie. I give it an 8. It's exciting. I like it, and I like Maureen O'Hara because she has red hair, and she's nice to look at too. And then the last movie, whatever you want to call it, it's this one here, Babylon. Steve McQueen and Dustin Hoffman from 1973. Yeah, they're bad guys, but he didn't do it, right? He's innocent, right? And, what's his name? Hoffman's a counterfeiter, but he's got lots of money because he counterfeits things. So on there's an island, right? And they're on escape and stuff. It's based on a true story. He escaped 2 or 3 times. But, yeah, they go up and find him and hunt him down and bring him back. He gets put in the friggin' log house for 2 years, locked down, right? He doesn't see the earth or the sun for... It's really, all it is cruelty. But it did happen. All this shit happened. All these stuff, it happens. Men, and whatever they want to call it, cruelty. But it's a very good story. And like I said, it's based on the guy that did escape and stuff. So yeah, I thought it was good. I haven't seen it in years, donkey's ages. But I give it an 8. No, wait a minute, people. I give it a 9. A friggin' 9. I don't throw out 9s that much. I really like this movie, a 9. It held you, what's that word? It grabbed you. It held your interest. You had to put it on pause when you went to have a pee, you know what I'm talking about? So yeah, it gets a 9. Yeah, big 9. All right. There's a dog barking down the hallway. He's barking yesterday all day, and he's barking today all day. And he's still friggin' barking now. And then there's new people that moved in down the hallway in an apartment. So I didn't remember hearing him days ago, but now he's barking all freaking. He's still barking, son of a bitch. People shouldn't have dogs. There's not. I'm not. I got nothing against dogs. You got a dog. You love your dog. Take care of your dog. Fine. Take your dog for a walk. Fine. Everything's fine and dandy. But if you leave your apartment and go to work and your dog's home barking all freaking day, that's not good. It's not good for the people that live in the apartment that have to listen to that, and it's not good for the dog. So, yeah. Yeah. Bad. It's a bad situation. There you go. All right. Well, we'll talk to you next week. Keep watching those movies. Stay safe. Right? Stay safe, whatever you do. All right. I'll let you go.